Hello again, this is JaidynReiman, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. In this episode, we will be playing through Therion Chapter 2, and so we're here in Noblecourt. But there's a few things I want to do first. I guess a couple things. So, I can scrutinize you? Let's put Alpha in. There's a few people I missed scrutinizing. Yeah, because there's a bunch of people in here I had no idea were in here. Okay, Alpha, let's go. Though he is essentially the leader of the Carpenters Guild, recent trouble spurred the others to leave one by one until no one else remained him to save him and his son. No one else remained to save him and his son. Nevertheless, two carry on as before, and continue to take pride in the family trade. An old man enjoying a life of leisure after bequeathing his inn to his son and his daughter-in-law. In an effort to avoid becoming involved in arguments about the state of the property, he has been spending rather a lot of time at the local tavern of late. A young man who sells sundry goods to the various shops in Noblecourt. Spent lacking in social graces, he conducts business with as few words as possible, and occasionally in complete silence. Townsfolk has known this habit of taking sips in a small flask after midday. This seems to be safe and prosperous when it was ruled by the House Alzahart. Ever since Lord Geoffrey has taken from us, its me hasn't been the same. A shame, really. A gardener who serves many noble families instead of just one. While House Alzahart is no longer House Alzahart no longer has a master, he nevertheless continues to care for their abandoned grounds for the sake of all who would fondly remember the departed lord and lady. So he's the one who takes care of the grounds. Interesting. A musician who enjoys a peace of life, he believes Noblecourt the perfect place to hone his skills, and so he has resided here for many years. More receptive to your receptive to your attempts to lure them. Okay. Steel axe. I'm sure when we come here with Oh wait, that's what I missed. Back here, I found a guy. Do you know that rich folk throw out all sorts of stuff that still have plenty of use in them? So I stole a bunch of stuff from this guy, including tools of learning, school materials for children. Abandoned as a child, this man picks up things that are simply thrown away, finding beauty in the objects left behind. The words of the other couple who took him in are never far from his heart. One person's trash, another person's treasure. Okay. So somewhere around here we're going to find some information about this gravekeeper, about the gravekeeper issue, but I don't know where to look for that right now. There's a couple places I still can't go to yet. But I can do this. I've been traveling to help teach the poor and spread knowledge to all equally without restriction. These curious children gathered here to learn, but I do not have the tools they need to study. How can I study without study materials? These study materials, are you saying these are for me? Maybe you should have come here with the materials, with study materials first. Thank you so much. Now I can finally begin my lessons. Some people in this game are idiots. Alright children, eyes up here. Class must begin. Yes, Professor. Press 3, so please, how do you read this word? that is amity, or means friendship. Ah. Professor, I don't understand. Why did the person in the story risk his life to get back home? Because if he did not, he would have betrayed his true friend, and there's no greater crime than to betray someone who has been true to you. Oh. Professor, do you know why the sky is blue? Huh, it's beautiful, isn't it? The brilliant blue sky. You see, I think that there are places like that the light can reach, and places with the light with which light cannot. Ooh. There we go. Thank you for teaching us, Professor Theracio. Thank you. It was a good lesson. What wonderful, pure-hearted children. And it seems that the adults in the village will be happy to continue teaching the children once I leave. And I am even more determined than ever to patrol to other lands to continue spreading knowledge. I can't wait to see those children dedicate themselves to their studies and grow into fine adults. There's truly nothing like study. Thank you again for helping me toward achieving my goals. I'll set out to bring learning to the children of another land. Another land or to Whisper Mill? Arrived at Noblecourt in search of the Ruby Dragonstone. You quickly overhear rumor that a scholar in town is using the stone to conduct some questionable research. After successfully infiltrating Ravis Manor, Therion was confronted by the butler, Heathcote, who ensnared him with a fool's bangle. Now he begrudgingly ventures forth to find the 3 Dragonstones, lost treasures of House Ravis, at the behest of their owner, Lady Cordelia, that he might have his mark of shame removed. And so he arrives in this town, where rumor has it the Ruby Dragonstone resides. As for who holds it, none can say, and thus Therion's search begins. A scholar Noblecourt. Thanks, Heathcote. There's like a leaf a dozen here. I have something more to go on than that. I'm glad it's in the outskirts. I avoid if I can. That creepy old mansion in the northwest part of town. I heard someone actually lives there. Who? A man named Orlick. They say he's some kind of scholar. What business would a scholar have living there? Research. Apparently he spends all his time looked up electrical studies, studying some shiny redstone. Are you serious? I just randomly walk in and get it. His men won't let anyone come to see him. This is ridiculous. If you ask me, it sounds like he's hiding something. He may very well be, but I'm fine letting him keep his secrets. The secrets he can keep, but that stone is a different story.
Interesting.
Time to do some research of my own. Outskirts of town, was it? I know exactly where it is. I've gone there so times I can't go through. I'm probably to steal some sort of key or something. An elderly woman who is kind and pleasant to all those around her, that she might deceive them with her money-making schemes. Despite her bountiful savings, she craves evermore. Okay. Well, let me in. You think you get by me, you've got another thing coming.
Let us fight with honor. Victory shut out my way.
I have it, don't I? Yep, I have it. This will be very useful in these challenges. Are you a thief or something? Please try to behave yourself in here. Scholar of military history and stratagems, who is extremely protective of his work. He fears leaves someone that's absolutely necessary. Naturally, that means he has no students to whom he can pass on his wisdom. Ha ha ha. So that's all in there? There might also be a, item I can get to. You think you can force your way through here? Not if I can help it, you won't.
Let us fight with honor. Now the battle is
I'm glad I figured out when people are blocking doors. The objective is to go in, is to challenge them to get in.
victory. My way.
Ow. Well, you're dead now.
The battle
Not dead, but you're out cold.
is unbending.
Holy crap!
Victory shall be mine. How about this? How about you?
Ignis Ardir. 3 attack. Holy crap. You are surprisingly powerful, lady. Damn. If I don't kill you here, I'm dead.
How about this? How about you? Is unbending.
I think you can survive 2 of them. Whoa, Warhammer! That was really nice. That's all it was, 10,000. Okay. That damn old coot chased me off like that. And what do you want, huh? Get with me. He doesn't even bear it you. I'm just trying to figure out why you're here.
It's a good day for battle. Now then. Too slow. Now then. Now then. Out of my way. The thrill of the fight.
Fine, you got me. I give. I'll tell you the whole thing. Yeah, I'm the one who say they was messing. I'm the one who they say was messing with the graves in the graveyard. But that's not the whole story. Look, the old man, he's, well, you know, he's getting on his years. I want to help him out, that's all. But he's a stubborn old coot. He gets mad if you even suggest that he can't handle everything on his own anymore. I was trying to help him out without him noticing, and he goes and accuses me of person of being a grave robber. I guess it might have looked very shady though. Sorry for bursting out like that. I got a bit worked up. I feel a bit calmer. Thanks, I guess. I think I know what I need to do now. I just got to say it. I'll tell the old man I want to help him. Huh. What do you call that? Put your back into it. You might as well lie down in one of those graves, you lump. I know, I'm trying. Damn, this is hard work than I thought it'd be. But the old man had been doing all his hard work by himself till now. Why aren't your hands moving? I didn't say you could stop yet. There's still plenty for you to do, for you to learn. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. The old man's a real slave driver. The kid's got spirit. That's actually a nice happy ending. I was expecting something worse than that, but that's actually really cool. I like that. Okay, another side quest done. And now let's actually move on with Therion's Chapter 1. Okay, this ought to be interesting now. This is the first time we've ever actually been this close. This must be a place. And of course discarded.
Of course.
A scar with his own personal arm guard? Yeah, that's not suspicious or anything. No back door either. I can't get a free pass anywhere these days. I'll swing by the tavern. Someone's bound to know something. Tell me, how do you get into this building? An interesting query. Were it a battlefield, I would seek out the weakest flank and strike, using the element of surprise. Oh? We'll feed you more for a full frontal assault. Of course I would consider that too, were it necessary. But either way, reaching the center of the manse would be no easy task. Brute force can only get you so far, eh? Just so, the straight way of the soldier is not always the surest, nor quickest path. Hence, this venture is best left in your hands. I'm most eager to see your skills in action. Never thought I'd have an audience. See, Therion is actually interacting with this. Would be interesting because, like, we have a noble cleric and also a noble knight in our team, with a rogue thief who's trying to sneak into stuff and steal things. So it's be interesting how they actually interact with him. Now let's see. Who here looks like they know about our friend Ulrich? Ulrich. How's business, my friend?
Hello.
Not good, I'm afraid. Hope you're feeling better.
Well, you see.
I wish I could tell you so, but it's been hard lately for us too. My condolences. Mine too, moving on. I just look at those people. Locked away in that manor, surrounded by guards. It's strange, isn't it? Makes me wonder what Orc's up to in there. That's more like it.
Wow.
Have a seat?
Hey.
Not at all. Can't get you to a drink? That's my kind of you, stranger. What brings you here? You don't look like you're from around these parts. I wonder, going where my feet take me, and there's nothing better than that tall tale and a good tale after a day of traveling. If you don't mind me asking, who's this orc fellow you're talking about? If you're that interested, we'll tell you all about him. Consider it thanks to drinks. Orc's the talk of the town right now. He's a scholar, and one I dare say went off the deep end. Holed himself up in that building in the edge of town. Where he's doing some sort of research and hasn't gone since. I hear he's investigating a stone, but nobody knows what for.
Just so.
It definitely sounds like he's got a few screws loose. You got that right. He's the one you don't want to get involved with. Now that I think about it, though, didn't he have a research partner? Yeah, I heard he was another eccentric one. I think he's still doing his research in town. What's his name? Barham? Yeah, that's it. He worked in that manor with Ulrich, but they went their separate ways after the disagreement. I guess they were too much for each other to handle.
Is that so?
Sounds like it. Anyway, I hope that states your curiosity, Wanderer. It does. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. I already heard about Barham. Now to track down this Barham. So I'm sure that up there is for... That up there is definitely for Primrose. But Barham, I think he's like... I think it's in the abandoned building in the southeast corner. Yep. Let's see if he's home.
Now,
Who's there? Someone looking for a man named Barham. I'm Barham. What business do you have with me?
Let's hurry this.
Heard you used to be Ulrich's research partner. Is that true?
is that so?
That was long, long ago. I don't do the man now, and I'll be there for it. If that's all you came for, you can leave him now. Goodbye. Wait, hear me out. Ulrich has something I need. And what's that?
What?
I'll give you a hint. It's the subject of his research. The Ruby Dragonstone. That's the one. I surmise you plan to go take her from him.
I see.
Guilty as charged. And you'll need my help. Mm-hmm. So you came to ask me how to get into his place.
I see.
Your scars are quick enough to uptake. Very well, I'll give you the answer you seek.
Let's hurry this.
You'll need a password to enter. And the password is? Presumptuous, aren't we? I'll tell you on one condition. Let's hear it. Get what I need for my experiment and we'll call a deal. Sounds fair. So what do you need? Pure water filtered through desert sands. The kind found only in the most pristine oasis. Silly me, I actually thought your demand was going to be reasonable. It is, you fool. A merchant from the Suns oft comes to town selling his very water. However, this rarity doesn't come cheap. Prices are my problem. Consider it done. Well, we need to steal something. Well, I guess that's the guy. Oh, there's two NPCs who were not here before. Sure, I'll take all your stuff. A humble florist, Noblecourt. He is utterly devoid of business acumen and has sold an almost unbelievably small quantity of product. As second son of a noble family, he stands to inherit little, and so was given this responsibility that he might earn his own fortune someday. Another man who once worked as a carpenter at Noblecourt, though he has long since left the family business to his son and grandson, refused to remain idle and spent his days warring the town, offering to repair any minor damage for free that the houses have suffered, much to the reason of his kin. Come on, come on, I present to you the most precious and refreshing beverage in the realm. Oasis water, all natural and free of even the slightest impurities. One sip and you'll taste the difference, you and there. How about a drink? If you lead a thief to water... Treat yourself to some rare and revitalizing oasis water, straight from the desert. Well, that was easy. I hope you're thirsty. That was faster than I anticipated. I fulfilled my half of the bargain. Now tell me the password. Now, your half is fulfilled when I say it's fulfilled. I see what's happening here. I just hope so. I'll need a few more things for my experiment if you'd be so kind. These are notorious for being kind. How can I help you? I require a wyvern scale. Can you procure one for me? I don't know. Where can I find one? They are sold in town from time to time. It's highly prized by scholars as a reagent and carries a price to match. I'm noticing a trend here, but yes, I can get it for you.
Got it.
Good, I'm counting on you.
Yes.
And the guy there is magically gone as soon as I come back out. As always happens. Wait, where? Up there. You'll never believe what I found. It's a rarity, but it can be yours for a price.
Welcome.
I got what you asked for.
And that's that.
Perfect. You're quite good at your craft. I need a password, not praise. And I need just one more thing. Remind me, who's the crook here? That's a fine attitude to have if you don't want the password. Okay, but this is the last one. Yes, I promise. It's a special type of ore. Metallic in nature, but crystal clear. Once I have it, I can begin my experiment. Music to my ears. So what's up here? Hey, look here. I carry only the finest quality minerals.
Hello.
I got what you asked for. Catch.
And that's that. Here.
Careful with that. Anyhow, thanks. At last, I can be my grand experiment. Aren't you forgetting something, old man? You promised me a password. Cool your head, heels. The experiment comes first. I hope you don't think you can swindle a swindler. Don't be ridiculous. Just be patient, and I hope I have to bargain. Orc and I have known each other since our years at the academy. We heard that Manor is a place to continue our research. But he changed after coming across that Dragonstone. It's almost like he was possessed, his life consumed by his research. He wouldn't let anyone get near him, not even me. That's why I want to help you get that stone away from him. It's not meant to be held by our hands. The pastor is the truth of all things. The truth of all things. That's what you just have to remember.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yes, and take this with you too.
Yes.
This is the key. Observant.
This is...
You use those materials to make this.
I see.
You're a natural-born researcher, boy. Now the pass will get into the mansion. But the door to the laboratory can only be opened with that key. Makes you think he doesn't want anyone getting in, not even an old friend like you. Yes, we may have disagreed from time to time, or Orc is still like a brother to me. My warnings may have been nothing but noise to him, but I would be much of an older brother if I didn't nag from time to time. Passion is important in our line of work, but there's a fine line between that and obsession, and Orcs cross that line. So this moving friendship, or maybe brotherly love, is why you still wouldn't help me. I wonder, perhaps jealousy or hatred that's going to drive me. But those bygone days are precious to me, even now. I know what I feel is true. Tugs the old heartstrings.
Oh, really?
But my own reasons are more than enough to go through this. Thanks. Friends, brothers, partners. Huh. I think we're in the clear.
All right.
Ha! Those Sienna bastards finally got what they deserved. Always strung around like they are bleeding their own. They bleed on the place. I wish I could see their boats when they realize that someone beat them to it. No matter how hard they look now, they won't find our treasure. Something this rare would be wasted on them anyway. You said, now to sell this gem and... Wait. Something wrong? Where are those gold coins stole? We still split the spoils. Ha! Sharp attack, aren't you? It's not much, so I thought I'd just hold on to it and buy you a tiddy later. I see. Then let's celebrate with this tonight. Yeah, let's. But don't let your guard down.
All right.
The Siennas will come for revenge at some point. They call themselves the thieves. They call themselves thieves, but they'll resort to violence if need be. I know. Thanks for looking out, partner.
Thanks.
No problem. Now let's get moving.
Now.
I swear, Scars has to be the most pig-headed folks around. There's some truth to... No, I'm afraid I must protest. You must understand that not all scholars are like the master here. I can see there are stubborn types who obsess their research and blind to all else. But there are broad-minded thinkers too, who freely seek the wisdom and truth in all its forms. Like myself, for example. I see. Let me rephrase myself. By all means, my friend. Scholars are some of the most pompous and pedantic people I've ever had the joy of meeting. Now that's hardly an improvement. I'm gonna make a counter-argument. Case in point. Now if you excuse me... I knew he'd say that. Okay. Okay. I'm done. Well, we're about to enter the Manor of Orlick in Therion Chapter 2. But for now, I think it's time to call an end to this episode. And we will, in the next episode, we will probably finish Therion Chapter 2. Until then, this is JaidynReiman, signing out.